Hello guys, Salty Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing Death Parade. This was an original anime made by Madhouse Studio. I want to give this anime a try because Madhouse Studio is known for making anime with amazing animation. Sometimes I continue watching anime just for the animation. Death Parade didn't disappoint, as it was a really emotional anime that made me feel really bad for the characters. In Death Parade, when people die, they need to be judged in order to decide whether they reincarnate or get sent to the Void. The Void is nothing at all, it's just darkness. People's fates are decided by arbiters that make two people who have died recently compete in games such as bowling, darts, air hockey, and many other games. They will judge to see if people deserve to be sent to the void or not, based on their actions during the game. When people arrive at the location where the games take place, they don't have their memories of their deaths. They are told that their lives are at stake for the game. While they compete in games, their memories return one by one, which leads to them being desperate to win the game no matter what dirty tactics they have to use. After the game, they remember their deaths and are told that this is a game to decide if they will reincarnate or be sent to the void. In Death Parade, the arbiter, Decim, is the main character, and we get to see how he judges people. It was so tragic seeing people remember their life and the tragic things that occurred, and desperately wanting to be alive again. I felt so bad for some of them because they had unfinished business they needed to do in real life, like take care of family, but they will never see their family ever again. They cried and felt so much pain upon realizing that they can't go back to the living world. This anime is trying to send a message that you should treat every day like your last, so that you won't regret anything in life. Several people in this anime died with regrets. Despite there being games between people in this anime, it wasn't like there was great strategy being used. It was mostly about who wanted to live more. This anime was more of an emotional anime that made you feel bad for the characters, rather than action anime with amazing games being played. I was surprised that the arbiters were supposed to judge people based on their actions during a survival game, because people will do or say awful things at times under stressful conditions like that. Ultimately, if a person cheated, used dirty tactics, or acted in a rude way, then they'll be sent to the void no matter what. I felt like that was an efficient way to decide a person's fate. I get what the anime is trying to portray, that a person's true character will come out during stress. But I felt like the majority of people would use any dirty way they could use to win an important game like that. Not to say I didn't enjoy the games, it was highly entertaining seeing people fight for their lives, but I didn't like the logic used to determine their fates. It wasn't like losing a game meant being sent to the void either. So ultimately, to be reincarnated, you have to not cheat during a game, not say anything bad, or do anything bad during a game. That is so flawed. Like, if a person was starving to death and had to steal food in order to survive, are they judged as an evil person then? Because I felt like the anime was trying to say that. I didn't like how the arbiters judged people during a game at all. Each outcome felt so predictable. If anyone does anything bad whatsoever, off to the void they go. The moment that lady in episode 4 tried to cheat, her outcome was already decided. The way Haruda's fate was decided in episode 6 was so dumb. The arbiter was trying to imply that you have to kill someone in order to survive. So once Haruda thought about it, it was like, oh, you weren't supposed to think about it at all, so off to the void you go. That was so stupid. I'll say it again, put people in a game that is a life or death situation, and I'm pretty sure many people will do whatever it takes to win, even if it means killing a stranger. Fighting for your life by using unfair methods doesn't make you evil. The first game in the first episode was the only episode that may really throw anyone off, but I felt like it was pretty obvious. The woman tricked Arbiter into thinking she was heartless in order to spare her husband from going into the void. Decim was pretty dumb for falling for that. The two characters that got the most screen time were Decim and Shiyuki. It was interesting seeing Decim go from a person that showed no emotions into a character that got really emotional when judging people. From the anime shows that I watch, usually characters like Decim stay emotionless. It was nice seeing Decim feel emotions about judging people and truly feel bad for a person. He understood humans more over time as he spent more time judging them. He learned humans aren't so easy to understand and judge. Shiyuki was a great character that was brought in to help develop Decim as a character. Without her help, Decim would remain the same emotionless character. I like that she showed Decim that humans aren't easy to understand and judge, that I can't be so heartless when judging them. The opening to this anime was great in terms of being a great catchy song, but I felt like it was kind of out of place considering how emotional and depressing this anime was. The ending was great and made you feel even more emotional after watching a very sad episode. The music during the episodes was great and fit the depressing atmosphere. The animation style was of course great. This is Madhouse after all. The anime was so pleasing to look at. The animation was great as well. The characters moved around naturally, and the many facial expressions they made seemed natural. No animation errors that I could see. I would recommend everyone to watch the anime as it was very emotional and made you feel very sad for the characters who desperately wanted to live again. I just wish the way the arbiters judge people wasn't so flawed. It's like in order to be reincarnated, you better not lie, cheat, or say anything that would make you seem like a bad person during a game of life and death. That is such a dumb way of judging people. Of course, arbiters never 100% explain their decisions, so I'm not saying that is the 100% reason why people were sent to the void, but it felt like that to me. I give this anime a 8 out of 10. So that's all I want to talk about for today. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day or night to wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.